So let's talk about your podcast, the Gangster Chronicles.
Right.
First of all, congratulations. You joined Charlemagne's Black Effect podcast platform, which is partnered with iHeart.
Right.
Me and Charlamagne recently squashed like a 4-year beef that we had.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, for 4 years we didn't speak. He said something about me. He said he's not fucking with me publicly over some interviews that I did.
Right.
You know, and I felt the way he did it was very disrespectful considering our past relationship.
Right.
We've been 12 years deep. And, you know, at one point earlier this year, we just got on the phone. He apologized to me for what he said. I apologized to him for some of the things that I did. And I went on the Breakfast Club. He went on Vlad TV. It was dope.
Right.
You know, you know, and in the conversation, you know, he had criticized me for an interview. Well, I mean, originally what the falling out was about was that he had criticized me doing an interview with this guy, No Plug, who killed Bankroll Fresh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, telling his side of the story, saying that it was self-defense and, you know, he got shot at first and he returned fire and that's how Bankroll Fresh got killed. A year later, Atlanta PD released the actual footage, and it was exactly the way he said it in our interview. So what I did, I was not trying to hype up a bad situation. It was a person trying to clear his name.
Right.
You know, and that's why I did it. And he understood that.
Okay.
And it was some grown man shit. And me and Charlemagne, you know, we're back on good terms.
Well, that's
again.
cool. That's where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all in the same business.
Right. And we've done well fucking with each other, as
Right.
opposed to, you know, the interview that I did on his platform got like 600,000 views and got like 1 million views on my platform when he came to me. And like I said, working with me, you're going to do better than working against me.
Right.
You know, because I know some shit.
Right. Well, you wouldn't be where you're at right now if you
I've been doing this for 12, coming on 13 years. I know some shit.
And that's one of the reasons why I give Norm Steele a lot of credit, more credit than I give, because other people give, because, man, the guy is he got it all like here.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'll be like, from day one till here, we like been cool. And I'm not all in it like that. I don't know all the logistics of this shit, but he breaks it down to me. And then here we are signing a deal with Charlamagne. I done watched the Breakfast Club once or twice. Now I'm on the phone talking to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the people like yourself and Greg Caden and everybody that I met through this journey, it's like, man, I would have never met these people. I see a Vlad, and you ain't up on Vlad TV? Damn, now I done did an interview on Vlad TV.
Right.
I done been on the Breakfast Club. So it's like...
Oh, you were on the Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Okay, dope.
So I'm like, what the... It's crazy, but, you know, I think, you know, me personally, the Gangster Chronicles is like for, you know, uplifting motherfuckers. You know, you don't have to live like a Mob James did. You don't have to waste 50 years of your fucking life to fucking get it that it's a better way of living out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's talk about the Gangster Chronicles for a second.
Mm-hmm.
When it first launched, it was Mob James, Reggie Wright Jr., and Alex Alonso.
No.
No?
No.
Who was the third member?
It was just Mob James and Reggie Wright.
Got it. Okay. Alex came later.
Yeah.
Okay. When I went and did the interview with you guys, Alex was there.
Yeah.
Okay. But then Reggie went to jail, prison.
Right.
So then it was just the two, you and Alex?
It was just me and Alex.
Okay. Then at one point, Alex was no longer part of the show.
Well, what happened was we was trying to find a third seat for somebody to take Reggie's place for that year, that Reggie was going to be absent. But what happened is that me and Alex clicked so tight, we could do this ourselves. So we decided to hold back because we was going to we was going to try Spider Load. So that didn't happen. And then, you know, the COVID came, and Alex decided to say he wasn't doing the Zoom. I'll wait till we get back into the studio, and then that's when I'll call him. So he felt that I was doing a good job doing the Zoom. He didn't have to. But you're my partner. We do this together. How you gonna say what you gonna do or when you wanna do it? So he just pretty much disappeared. You know what I'm saying? And left me by myself, and I was stretching my head. What the fuck am I gonna do now? I don't have Reggie. I don't have Alex. I mean, that was the team right there. So I told Norm, man, you're gonna have to sit at this table with me. Now I done did an interview. I done talked to people by myself, but I want to do. Really got to get comfortable. So he came in and sat there, and we talked, and it just kept working. It just kept working. It just kept going, and then here we are at odds on different platforms. Motherfuckers is talking about each other and saying this and that. And, I had to go on Bomb first to pretty much set the record straight. If Norm just fired Alex, I would have quit. Because how can you fire him and we the ones at the table? And you can't fire him without telling me. So it didn't happen that way. He chose to walk away.
So Alex quit.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me just say this. I've seen Alex say some really foul things about me. Publicly,
right,
and through the grapevine. But at the end of the day, I have absolutely no issues at all with Alex.
Right.
I think he's extremely knowledgeable
right,
in what he does. I think he has a good platform.
right.
I don't know why he's always upset with me and so forth. I honestly don't know, but I have. We had talked on the phone before. He was trying to set up an interview for me with another person.
Right.
It didn't happen. But I'm not going to speak bad about someone because they spoke bad about me.
Well,
that's just not my character. So
he said it on our show, so I could say it on your show, and I think he can quote me on. Alex felt that, he pays for interviews, or he do. Man, Walter Cronkite paid motherfuckers. What type of journalist is you? And then Reggie said, that's why where he at and this is where you at. Well, I'm a good journalist and I'm not paying anybody for an interview. So that's where he begs to differ with you. That's your personal opinion.
And that's fine.
But he shouldn't attack. And that's where I'm at with it. You don't have to attack because you feel a certain kind of way of how somebody else run their own business.
Right. He has his brand of journalism. I have mine.
Right.
He has the type of business that he runs, and I have mine. Whoever you say is more successful is whoever it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I understand that there are certain people that would basically not do an interview unless they got a check for it.
Right.
And there's other people that will do an interview for free because they have a reason to do it. Whether they're, just like when I interview on Breakfast Club, or if I do an interview, on, Big Boy or Adam 22, I don't ask for a penny.
Right.
I've never gotten paid for an interview.
Right.
Ever.
And that's where I was at.
Ever. Everyone wants to talk about this whole paying thing. I've never gotten paid for an interview. And certain people I do pay, and certain people I don't. And at the end of the day, it's all on a level of individuality. Like this particular situation,
right.
Is it going to take money to make this happen, or is it not?
Right.
And that's that. And if Alex has a problem with that, then that's fine. I understand that. I have absolutely nothing bad to say about Alex.
I think he moved on now, and I think show me a person that don't have something to say bad about somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, if we didn't have that, we wouldn't have social media. We wouldn't have this shit.